What's going on, everybody? It's your favorite dating coach, Elliot Scott. And if I look a little tired, it's because I just woke up. Come here, Popo. There you go. Oh, hi, Popo. And as you can see by the title below, we're going to talk about reaching out when the guy's leaving you on red. You're kind of second guessing, reaching out because I don't want to become needy, but he's pulling away. What do I do? I'm stuck in this, like, damned if I do, damned if I don't type of situation. So we're going to go over this a little bit, okay? Now, if you want to avoid all this altogether, it comes down to maximizing attraction. Attraction is everything. Attraction is the facilitator. It is the thing that makes the guy do the things he does, such as committing. If you want a 275-page guide on that, the link is down in the description. So this is coming from a client of mine who the guy was doing well. He even said the L word, I think, 1 week or something, but then now he's pulling away. He's acting a little different. And she's like, well, should I pull away? And I don't really want to, though, because if I do, it's going to be a dead end. I'm not going to reach out. He's not going to reach out. The attraction is going to dissipate and die, and it's just nothing's going to come of it, okay? So first off, I want to tell you why these guys pull away. Guys, when things are going well and they're saying the L word and they are doing a lot of things like putting effort in resources, time, energy, effort, money, stuff like that. And then all of a sudden, it kind of changes. And I say this 1,000 times, bear with me, it's context, meaning the things you guys do and say over the timeline of your relationship, they layer up to change the dynamic of the relationship. So for example, talking, consistency, texting, the frequency at which you do it, the dates, how many dates you've been on, hooking up, meeting friends or family, leaving things over each other's house, future talk, the pace, love bombing, 1,000 other things create context. And these things that this guy wanted from you in the beginning, and that could be anything. I call them assets, but that could be anything. It could be sex. It could be your amazing personality. It could be wanting to hang out with you. It could be him seeing you as the ideal woman. It could be something purely physical. It could be anything. And in the beginning, the context wasn't created, so they didn't have a cost, right? But now that they do, because of the things you guys have been doing over time, now he feels like the cost is basically, if I keep on doing this, it's telling her I'm on the same, or if I keep going along with it, it's telling her I'm on the same page as her, when now I think about it, I'm not sure. And this usually happens with emotionally unavailable dudes or something like that. But in a nutshell, that's why it happens. So what do you do in this situation? Women and other dating coaches will probably disagree with me on this, but it's one of those things where it's kind of like cutting the cord or cutting your losses and starting anew from here on out. And I would actually say reach out. Okay, if he's pulling away, let's say you reached out, but let's say you didn't do it correctly, I would reach out one more time and I'd put the ball in his court. I tell women, you asked to see him or asked to do this or asked to do that. And if he makes an excuse, say, hey, that's fine. I understand XYZ. You insert excuse. You're busy. Got you. Just wanted to see you. Get back to me. You know your schedule. And then you pull back 100%. As in, I am never going to reach out to you again. If the only time we're going to hear from each other is if you reach out to me. And by doing that, you do raise your standards. You do show a guy that, I always tell women, you have to do your part. And a lot of women are left in the gray area, like, man, I could have done more. I could have said this, or what if I did it like that? Or I don't want to just pull away because if I do, then nothing's going to come out. I agree 100%. That's why I tell women, you know what? There's nothing wrong with reaching out. There's nothing wrong with saying you want to see a guy. I don't want you to chase though. And a lot of women say, well, I said something last time. He left me on red, or he pulled away, or he made an excuse, and now I'm reaching out again, saying something because you're telling me to. Is that chasing? No, it's not, because even if it was, it's subjective. Like, if this was you and me, for example, okay, I wouldn't care if I came off like I was chasing you, because like you might think I am, but I don't care if I do because I know how it's going to play out the rest, like from here on out. Like I know my game plan. I don't know how it's going to play out, but I know my game plan. And my game plan is being like, nah, girl, like I'm reaching out, I'm doing my part, and if you're done, or if you're not following through, if you're not wanting to see me, okay, cool, I'm pulling back. Like I don't care. I just know, at least in my mind, my moral or value, I'm like, hey, I did my part. I don't feel guilty. I tried. There's nothing wrong with trying, but now I'm pulling back, and this girl needs to invest in me, or in your situation, he needs to invest in you. And that is by reaching out, and that is by asking to see you and stuff like that. And if he tries this small talk shit with you ladies, like reaching out later on 2 days later just to talk, you need to say no. Well, don't say this part. Don't say the no. But you need to say, hey, did you find a time to hang out? Did you find a time to to meet? Oh no, I'm sorry. Okay, no, don't worry about it. Get back to me when you know your schedule. You need to keep throwing the ball back in his court until he realizes small talk's not going to work. Actions work. Following through works. Trying to see me works. Okay, so that's kind of how you regain the power. You do have to let go of the outcome. You do have to take the chance of actually losing the guy. But at least in this process, you realize, hey, he knows I want to see him because I reached out. I upheld my standards because I'm not chasing anymore. And lastly, I'm pulling back. If he wants to see me, he knows what to fucking do. Okay, so you can lay in your bed and sleep comfortably knowing you did what you had to do. You left, you shouldn't feel guilty, so on and so forth. Okay, ladies? So with that being said, again, if you want to get my my guide, link is down in the description. I love you all. Take care and peace.